Hey YouTube, we have an exciting week planned for you. The Little Minimalists this week are doing a big, huge house purge. We've done this before in the past and we've gone through lots and lots of boxes. This time is a little bit different. We're going to spend a week. A big priority this week is going to be stuff that we've grown out of. The youngest in our family is now 5, and a lot of the younger toys we just don't use or need anymore. We're heading into a new school year, and so a lot of the stuff that we've just been hanging on to and have been building up is going to be out of here, and it's going to feel so good. Now we're going to do this over a few days. I'm hoping it's only going to take about 5 days, but we'll see. If it takes a little longer because life happens, that's okay too. We've got some key focus areas. We've got the outside play toys and sandbox and things like that. Our toy room is a huge area right now because of all the toys we've grown out of, and our laundry room has become a collection. There just is really poor shelving in there right now, and so stuff gets piled and dumped and it's become a big mess. So we're going to focus on those areas, as well as some other areas like linen closets and places that stuff can get dumped into behind, and we don't really pay attention to how those areas can build up, and we're going to clean out. The boys are going to head out later and do the garage, but they're not going to do the whole garage. What they're doing is just making space so we can make a pile for that we're selling and a pile for the dump, a pile for recycling, our bins that we have that we send out weekly with our city pickup. They're great, they're just not enough for the amount that we're planning on getting rid of this week. One of my favorite things that I use all the time when I'm doing this is just simply labels. Everything gets labeled that leaves our house, including garbage bags. The last thing we want to do is take a bag of garbage to the donation center, or worse, throw out a bag of perfectly good clothes or something like that. How our daily schedule is going to run, this works really, really well when you're purging with kids. We do an hour on and an hour off throughout the day. That means they're only working for a little bit at a time, so they'll work for an hour and then we take an hour break. We'll have a snack and we might watch a documentary or something fun to keep us motivated. We like to check out other people who are currently purging to keep us reminding us why we're doing what we're doing. The middle kids get to pick what list. I make a list of all the areas that they can choose from, and then they get to pick from something, and that helps them to stay excited and encouraged about what they're doing. Now by the time we get to the end of the week, there may be some extra jobs that nobody really feels like doing, and that's okay. We'll do those together later on. So you can usually get through about 3 hours throughout the day, and that's fantastic. And then we stop for dinner, and then every evening we go out and do, whether it's take stuff to donation or a trip to the dump, or meet up with somebody that we're trying to sell something to, or we just go to the park and play and we get out of the house. We cleaned out this one room. This is kind of our main living room of our house and where we spend most of our time. And we're going to clean it out completely. So this allows people to come in with a box or a bin of stuff that they want to sort through and purge, and then they clean it out at the end of each task. And that's great because it gives us, during our break time and during our evenings when we're getting ready for bed, it gives us a really peaceful, quiet spot in the house. The rest of the rooms can all turn chaotic, and that's okay. Sometimes things get worse before they get better. That's all right, as long as we have one place that we can reconnect and collect that's nice and clean and tidy throughout this week. So that's going to be this room here, and that really helps us a lot. One of the things that's really important to me is I never ever make my kids get rid of something that they're not ready to get rid of. So they never have to throw out or give away anything that they're unsure about. Anything that they're not sure that they're done with, we happily put in a box into storage until sometimes they're a little bit older, or until another season of life where they can make a better decision if it's something they want to keep or not. So you'll see that throughout this. I'm never going to make anybody get rid of something they're not ready for. Now, how we're going to do most of this is a method we call yes, no, maybe. It really helps the kids to stay involved, and they really enjoy it, and they're really good at it, actually. Even the youngest, 7 and 5, are more than capable of yes, no, maybe. So they'll take a pile or a collection. They'll say empty the linen closet, for example, and bring it in here. And they know really well what we use regularly and what we don't. So they'll make a yes pile of things they're certain of, maybe things that they need to ask me and know they're quite confident we're ready to get rid of in one form or another. Then as I come in, it's really easy for me to look at those 3 sections. I can make decisions really, really quickly and get through it really well. Sometimes also it helps me to have a better perspective. If I think it's something that's being used and it's in the no pile, and my kids go, actually, Mom, we don't like it. Then I can go, oh, okay, well then it was a bad purchase, and we'll move on and we'll get rid of it and give it a better home. So it really helps me a lot to know where my kids stand, what they do and don't like. So we're going to use that method a lot in this way, and it's going to help everybody to be as efficient as possible, and still me as the parent to have the authority. Nobody throws anything out before I check, and that helps to... Yes, Andrea?
Why can't we just throw out all the kids' toys? The house would be so much cleaner.
It would be cleaner. If everybody got to throw out everything that they didn't use, we would have nothing, and we could be extreme minimalists, and that would be awesome. Because Emma and Benjamin would throw out all of Andrea's makeup and clothing, and Andrea would throw out all of their toys. Done!
That's like all we own, right? My stuff and their toys. And Ryan's 2 t-shirts.
Something like that, yes. Please, as we go through this week, we're really excited to share this week with you. As we go through it, we'd love to hear your comments down below. We'll try and stay on top of the comments as this goes, and anything that you're wanting to see, we'll try and wrap up at the end of the video and answer any questions. Anything we can do to help you to purge with your kids, because getting them involved is fantastic, and explaining to them why we do this. So again, that time we spend on our breaks watching some great documentaries and watching why other people are doing what they're doing helps them to really understand. It feels they're part of a team and helps them to just really engage in what they're doing and get them on board, because I can't even imagine going through this journey without my kids being on board. I want my kids to feel empowered, that they can make the decisions in their own life about simplifying and getting rid of the stuff that's taking up their time or causing them stress and anxiety, to free them up for a more peaceful home and a peaceful atmosphere. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and getting this kind of introduction to what we're doing. The next video we're gonna put that right here. So hang out, come and join us right here to find out what we do next as we go through this purging week. And if you're interested, YouTube thinks you're really gonna like that video right there. So you're free to check that one out too. Whichever way you wanna go, we're just so happy you're here with us and happy we can motivate and encourage you to just simplify your life and make time for the important things.